Final quarter. Joe Johnson, I felt in the last 4 or 5 minutes of that third quarter, Smitty, started to be the old Joe Johnson.
Yes, taking the basketball, driving it to the lane, getting into the paint where he uses his ability, his strength, taking some easy shots. I think he's getting into a little rhythm now. Unfortunately for the Hawks and Joe Johnson, it's starting to be a little bit late, but you never know in this fourth quarter. He can just take off, take over, explode, and get the Hawks right back into this game.
Childress on a great drive, and it drops.
That's a beautiful move right there. We got to get somebody else other than Joe to get into that paint, make something happen, be aggressive. And that's what Josh Childress was on that play. You can't let a power forward guard you out there. You got to take advantage of Randolph.
First on Shavlik, he goes out, and Rodney Carney comes in as Childress steps to the line. Josh, 10 rebounds in the game, 8 of them offensive, 5 offensive boards in the third quarter. Finishes off the three-point play, 11 for Josh Childress, 73-61. Hawks with some token pressure. Iguodala guarded by Josh Smith. Stoudemire on Iverson. Korver off the dribble, misses. Long rebound out to midcourt, and Iverson. AI drives it. Created the contact, no whistle, good no call, and the basket for Iverson.
The Hawks still have a chance. Down 14, I know it's a lot, but the momentum, it seems like it's changing into the Hawks' favor. They're running their offense, they have a lot of movement. Things are looking better.
Stoudemire trying to use Pachulia, gets the shot off and misses it. Rebound, flat-footed, Korver claims it. Out to Iverson. Under 11 to go in the game. AI looks, fires, misses. Stoudemire the foul.
Salim did a good job. Got over the pick, got his hand up. He just extended it a little bit too much and fouled AI on that jump shot. And I think if he just would have just got his hands up, miss or make, he was in good position. But right now you send AI back to the free throw line and he extends his lead even more.
Sixers are 18 of 19 at the line, and Iverson's the guy who missed the foul shot. He has now hit 10 of 11 at the stripe.
He's the guy who missed it, and he's the guy who's made most of it.
Yeah. Fourth career active point leader in the NBA, 39th all-time. AI with a 30-point night against the Hawks, 77-61. And on the bounce in, Willie Green holding Joe Johnson. Second on Willie. Hawks ball out of bounds. Speedy Claxton is in. And I think Speedy would be the first to admit after the game the rust was showing tonight.
Yeah, he's a little rusty, and it's understandable. He missed all the preseason besides the last game. Didn't get a chance to go through training camp. You know, he's just not in basketball shape. He's in great shape. He's just not in basketball rhythm right now.
Jump ball. Another indication of what spots on the floor as Josh Smith stumbled.
How are we going to change the floor? We changed the basketball. Are we going to change the floor next season?
I'm going to tell Commissioner Stern about your feelings.
You can tell him, Bob. We're good friends. I'll tell him about that ball when I see him.
Whistle. Let's see what happened here on the tip. It's going to be a loose ball foul on Philadelphia.
Stephen Hunter.
Stephen Hunter grabbed a jersey on the jump.
Him and Zaza are smiling. We didn't get a chance to see it, but Stephen is not arguing it, so he got caught, and Zaza's smiling at him.
Here's Pachulia. And on the screen, Willie Green commits the foul.
Hey, team's fourth foul, one more, they're in the penalty.
With 10:30 to go in the game.
10:30 to go, the Hawks can get back into it, and yes, that's a foul on Willie. Sticking his arm there and trying to slow down Joe Johnson.
Claxton. Josh Smith for three. Nope. Rebound D'Alembert. Carney, look at that explosive move to the bucket.
I was talking to Steve Mix earlier, who does the television for the Philadelphia 76ers. He said Rodney Carney might have the quickest first step that he's ever seen in the NBA, and right there we got a chance to see it. He exploded to the basket.
First foul on Kyle Korver. There's the Vita on Carney, 22-year-old out of Memphis. Carney set the Memphis record for career threes and last year's Conference USA Player of the Year. _20th point for Joe Johnson. Ollie comes in. Iverson gets a breather. Boy, now if you're the Hawks, it is really go time. You're down 17 and you got Iverson on the bench. Second free throw for Joe. 79-63.
Put a little pressure on Kevin Ollie. Not that he can't handle it, but without AI, the Philadelphia 76ers has to find a guy to go to. You got to get them rattled a little bit. They don't look as comfortable without AI in the basketball game right now. And no C. Webb.
Loose ball. D'Alembert, 5 on the clock. Korver, dangerous shooter. Good fake. Hold everything. 3-second violation, Philadelphia.
Kyle Korver gave Josh Childress every move he had. Pump fake, pushed him off, up and under. He made it, but then it didn't count, boy. I know he's mad.
79-63 Philadelphia. 13th Philly turn. Tyronn Lue. Wing Childress. Looking for Joe. Childress nowhere to go. Finds Lue as a safety valve. Tyronn with 5 on the clock. Spins in. Shot it short. Deflected. D'Alembert claims it.
Put some pressure on him, T. Lue. Make a decision. They look all out of whack without AI and C. Webb out there.
D'Alembert. Kevin Ollie. Nope. And the rebound at the end of the clock comes to Joe Johnson. Hawks down 16. Joe to the open Childress. Hawks shooting 32% on 22 of 69. Steal Joe Johnson. Ahead to Lue. T drives it, and he's bumped out of bounds by Korver. Second on Kyle. Hawks will be shooting the rest of the night. We've got a timeout. 8:11 to go, fourth quarter. The Philadelphia lead stands at 16.
Hey, it's me, Mark, still living out of my Sentra for 7 days. Today, I'm gonna put this bad boy to the test. I got my golden deer, my Barbie, my gnome, toast. Smooth. None of my CDs moved. My soda didn't spill. One tie fell off the hanger, but it's a silk tie. Those things always fall off the hangers. Not too shabby. My next generation Nissan Sentra.
Avocor announces, we're putting our money where your hair isn't. Call now and ask about our free month supply. That's right.
16, but as you would expect, Joe Johnson trying to make it happen for his ball club here in the second half.
He has, and he got a good kick out right there by Josh Smith. He's got some easy look, and this play right here is Joe Johnson just getting in there, going into the paint, and also right here, this is what the Joe Johnson we wanted to see in the first half. And like we said at halftime, we knew Joe would have a better second half, and he has. 21 points now on 4 of 6 of shooting. Wish somebody could have just stepped up in the first half for him, because once he has somewhat of not of a Joe Johnson half, some other guy has to step up and hold down the fort till Joe Johnson gets into rhythm, and he did in this second half so far.
Tyronn Lue hitting the free throw. The 76ers last 3 possessions without Iverson and Chris Webber. Missed a shot, 2 turnovers. AI's rest was brief.
I was about to say, and look who's back in the game. AI. Mo Cheeks said, hey, that's enough. You got to get back out there.
79-65. 8 minutes to go in the game. Ollie. It's that pocket jump shot. 6 for Kevin.
He's been real solid. Doing all the little things, hitting the jump shot, playing pretty good defense, running the club. Did a nice job for Mo Cheeks so far in his home opener.
Pachulia being hounded from behind by Ollie. Shot clock at 8. Childress. Nice feed from T. Lue.
Very nice pass by T. Lue. Josh Childress has done a good job off the bench.
13.
Speaking of home openers, the Philadelphia 76ers has the best record in franchise of all the franchises in NBA. They're 38-19 on opening night.
Inside, Joe Johnson is fouled. So Joe gets to shoot. On the foul by Kyle Korver, his 3rd. That's an excellent record that Philadelphia has put together over the years. Free throw good for Joe's 22nd point. Coming up after the game, stay with us. Around the South. Profiling PGA golfer Lucas Glover. Next up, Cup driver Kurt Busch, and all the post-game from not only here in Philadelphia, but also the big NHL game tonight at Phillips between the Hurricanes and the Thrashers. Second free throw for Joe is good. We're talking about teams that have had great success on opening night. How about the Lakers? They've won 14 of their last 15 openers. Roaring back to beat Phoenix last night at home.
That was a good game. Lamar Odom really stepped up in the absence of Kobe Bryant.
Very impressive win. Lakers at Golden State tonight. Iverson driving. A wild shot, and the Sixers get it back. Hawks are down 12. Could really use a stop here. Here's Ollie on the drive, and they get the stop. Childress, couldn't save it. It hit out of bounds, and Philadelphia will get it back. 6.5 to go. Doable, Smitty, but they've got to get it done at the defensive end.
Yes, they have to. They got to get some stops on this end. They got to keep driving the basketball, getting fouled. It does 2 things: cut into that lead and stop the clock for them.
Ollie, Korver. Kyle's jump shot way off the mark. Dallenberg looked over the back, but it's Pachulia to claim it. Now Tyronn Lue. T looking. Now Joe Johnson against Iguodala. Childress, he'll try it and hit it. Josh Childress with 15, 7 in the 4th quarter, and it's a 10-point game.
10-point game with a lot of time left.
And Mo Cheeks says, stop it right here. He gathers his team as the Hawks have cut it to 10 at 81-71. Some drama perhaps in the final 5:57.
As winter casts its dark shadow and temperatures begin to freeze, the hottest place to be is on the ice. Get ready, Blue Land. Thrashers hockey is back. All the goals, all the hits, all in one place. Sports South, the exclusive home for Thrashers hockey all season long.
Oh, I know. Tell me about it. That bang was so bootleg, I had it about. Tell me about it.
Oh, man. Those kicks are the lick. Must have been spinning.
You may not understand your kids.
Dude, that breezy's blazing.
Dude, she's totally jocking him.
But your kids understand you. Talk to them about drugs. Need help? Get help. Visit our website at drugfree.org.
Coming up on the next around the South. Reaction from the Hawks season opener from the city of brotherly love. Plus, we'll break down the third meeting between the Thrashers and the Stanley Cup champs. And the PGA South tonight at 10 Eastern.
We've talked about Joe Johnson. He needed some offensive help. They've got it tonight in this fourth quarter from Josh Childress.
He has played well. He's hit some big shots, and right here is a big-time play. A little drive and a little mid-range jump shot. Josh Childress has done a good job of coming off the bench and keeping the Atlanta Hawks in this game. And we're only down 10 with 6 minutes left, Bob, and we're in the penalty. There's a chance. We have a chance to pull this one out.
Childress and Joe Johnson have 11 of Atlanta's 13 points here in the fourth quarter. Iverson has scored 30 to lead Philadelphia. Weber's back in with AI, Korver, Iguodala, and D'Alembert.
Everybody is slipping all over the court.
Yes. Whistle. And Joe Johnson, 2 hands around the waist.
Unfortunate for the Hawks right there because the shot clock is down to 3.
Yes.
Woo. Get it back again. This is good D, and Speedy did a good job of staying right there, making sure Chris doesn't drive going to the right, but I didn't see it.
I did not. Here is the, oh, Zaza had it for an instant. Sixers get it back and a foul.
That was a big play right there. We had the turnover. Maybe should have called timeout if he couldn't get it out to anybody. Good defense by the Hawks right there, and Zaza stepping up and stealing that pass, but no, he didn't have control of it. He lost it.
Childress the foul sends D'Alembert to the free throw line. 2 for 2 at the stripe. Samuel got off to a great start tonight, scoring in that first quarter 8 points, but hasn't scratched since. Josh Smith getting set to come back for the Hawks. 10-point Philadelphia lead. Stays at 10. Mike Woodson is going to take Lou out of the game.
One more free throw. Hope Samuel can miss that. It's quiet in here. Very
pensive,
quiet.
very pensive move. 82-71.
Big possession right here for the Hawks. Score this and cut it to 9, maybe 8.
Pachulia didn't get the whistle. Korver into Weber. Jump hook short. Rebound, fought for. Sixers have it. Here's Korver firing. Bounding ball ends up in the hands of Claxton. Tried to no look it inside, and Korver steals it. Iverson better guard him. Sixers again with Iguodala, D'Alembert, and good hands and a jump ball.
The Hawks are dodging some bullets because they got a chance. A couple turnovers, but they're playing good defense. Got to capitalize right here. This is the time of the game where you can get right back into it.
Joe jumps against D'Alembert. Lou back and Pachulia out. .443 left. Sixers again. Shot clock at 7. Loose ball out of bounds. And again, just inches away from getting another possession. But Philadelphia ends up with the basketball. 5 to shoot. Up top pass batted away by the Hawks. It's going to be taken in the backcourt by Weber. Shot clock at 1. That's it. Hawks will get it back. Well, they deserve to get the ball back after all that effort defensively.
You know, you give some credit to Chris Webber. I thought for sure Joe Johnson was going to outrun him and get the ball, but Chris got in the way of Joe Johnson, used his body, and has saved that layup for the 76ers.
Still some life in those old knees. 4:21 left in the fourth quarter.
There's a lot of food. Steak, egg, and cheese burrito. And there's tots.
Fourth quarter, Philadelphia 82 and the Hawks 71. If you've been with us all night here on FSN South, you know what an uphill battle it has been for the Hawks. They were smacked down 21-4 to start the ball game. They're trying to get off the deck, Smitty. The opportunity seems to be at this moment to get back in this game.
It's right here, this possession. They have to get something out of this possession. On the defensive end, they've been dodging some bullets, coming in with an entrance of getting the basketball and stopping the Philadelphia 76ers. But I think right here, we can't have a turnover. We got to score because the clock is against us right now.
Claxton in the lane, gives to Childress, and that one is knocked away.
That was a big one right there. But you got to get it back right now on the defensive end. You got to get some stops.
Weber at the high post. Iguodala on the handoff. Shot clock at 6. Iguodala lost the basketball. Here comes Josh Smith. Josh Smith moves in, kicks it out to Joe Johnson for 3. Too long. Rebound D'Alembert.
Oh, that one would have been big. They're close. Each play, they're getting close. I like it on this end, though. They're competing defensively.
Iverson leaves it short. Weber follows it up and off, and Johnson the rebound. Sixers can't put the Hawks away. Johnson in a double team. Zips it over to Lou. Swing it to the corner. Josh Smith. Will this one go? No. And Iguodala the rebound. Neither team has scored in over 2 minutes.
Both teams dodging bullets. I mean, right now, nobody can score. The advantage Sixers because they're up 11.
3 to go. 82-71 Weber. The drought is over, and the big bucket goes Philadelphia's way.
That was a big bucket. You wouldn't think he'd take a jump shot, but he stood there and took it. That's the vet, putting it on his shoulders. Him and AI.
Claxton. Into the lane. Banks misses. D'Alembert rebounds. Iverson's pass picked up by D'Alembert and flushed.
I mean, all the bumbles goes right into Philadelphia hands. Atlanta did a good job getting their hands on the pass, but somehow fell right into Samuel's hand. He got an easy dunk.
And just like that, the lead goes back to 15.
As winter casts its dark shadow and temperatures begin to freeze.
Large play of the game. Allen Iverson with the dish. Johnson got a hand on it, but D'Alembert picks it up and stuffs it. And that takes the Philadelphia lead to 15.
It wasn't pretty, but it was a play, I think, that's broken the Atlanta Hawks back right now in this game. An easy layup. The bounce went Philadelphia's way.
Atlanta scoreless over the last 3 minutes and 55 seconds. Joe Johnson lays it in.
Got to get up now and put some pressure.
2 minutes to go. And Josh Smith reaching in, fouling Chris Webber. 5th on Josh, who has struggled through a most frustrating night. Josh Smith, 5 points, 5 fouls in 31 minutes, 2 of 10 shooting, 7 rebounds. Iguodala. And AI comes up, picks the pocket of the Hawks, and big opening night crowd here at the Wachovia Center. Starting to thin out, head home, confident of victory. Big collision at the high post. And Lou fouls Iverson.
AI back to the line. The crowd is starting to file out. They're leaving.
Allen Iverson, our safe auto player of the game tonight. And he has done his usual number on the Hawks, 30 points, 9 of 21 shooting. Got a great percentage in the first half. And now adds a free throw, so you can up that total to 31. Safe auto player of the game.
And he stepped up in that first half. He really turned it on, and he's played pretty good in the second half. You know, for AI standards, for anybody else's standards, he's real good. Chris Webber didn't have a great game, but he rebounded. And I think AI and those guys just came out in the first half.
Well, really, the opening minutes of the game.
Right from the start, they came out and established the tone. Gallenbar blocking shots, them getting out into the break. And the Hawks have battled and battled, came close, but just couldn't get over that hump tonight so far. A minute left. They're still playing hard, though. That's what you like.
Now a day of practice tomorrow, and a home opener Friday night against the Knicks. 88-75 Philadelphia. Iguodala with the shot clock at 2. Out of bounds to Atlanta. And Atlanta will take a timeout with 43.3 seconds remaining. So the Hawks will burn their final timeout here. And we'll be back for the final seconds here with the Sixers up 88-75.
It's the tournament that has the poker world.
Philadelphia with 43.3 remaining here in the fourth quarter. We invite you down to Phillips Arena Friday night for the home opener, and maybe a different story. This Hawks team tonight, it took a while for them to warm up to this one. Now, they came out of the gates. Philadelphia just hit them right between the eyes, Smitty. There's no other way to say it. Dallin Bear was a major force inside. And the Hawks, Joe Johnson, just couldn't get it going in those opening minutes. And all of a sudden, it's 21-4.
Right quick, and the hole was so big. And they dug out of it. They cut it to 9.
Had their chances. Had their chances in this fourth quarter.
Cut it to 11 with a couple possessions where they missed some shots, had some turnovers. This could have been a different game. They could have came out with a better start.
Hawks cut it to 10 with 6:08 left, but went scoreless for 4 minutes plus. And Philadelphia is able to salt it away. Weber's been short with his shot all night. And the Sixers will dribble out the final 10 seconds and celebrate a win on opening night. 88-75 is going to be the final score tonight here at the Wachovia Center. Sixers win it. Iverson, another big night, 32 against Atlanta. Joe Johnson ended up with 25. Josh Childers, an impressive night off the bench with 15, but not nearly enough as Philadelphia wins it. Our final score tonight, the Hawks lose to Philadelphia 88-75. Mike Woodson continues a discussion with the referees, Joe Forte and Sean Corbin. Our final score tonight, Philadelphia 88 and Atlanta 75. A reminder about the home opener. It will also be our next telecast on Friday night on FSN South as the Hawks take on the New York Knicks at Phillips Arena. Again, those special Friday night start times of 7:30 this season. For Steve Smith, Jay Hoover, Gary Lehman, This is Bob Rathman saying so long from Philadelphia as the Sixers win by 13.